sunshine and I'll shit on your parade. Don't get me started on doing Michael Caine. My opinion matters, yours will fall in last place. I'm not shutting up and you'll be learning my name. Fifth in the family, but first in my mind. 1 out of 10, but I'm ranking just fine. We've only got now, there's no afterlife. Look, Mom and Dad, I'm just speaking my mind. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. Everyone's coming on Kyle tonight. Wait, what? No, nobody's coming on Kyle tonight. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. You can't shut this mouth, but you're welcome to try. I only stop talking and drinks for eat and cry. I'll never shut up, gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Everything's coming up Kyle tonight. You can't shut this mouth, but you're welcome to try. I only stop talking and drinks for eat and cry. I'll never shut up, gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die. Gonna talk till I die.
Hey, everybody, we are live with Season 5, Episode 19 of Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up.
Yeah.
I am your host, Kyle Mocha. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, whether you're joining us now or in the future. If you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, podcasts, whatever the fuck that shit's called, Stitcher, wherever you're listening, thank you so much, especially if you're here live in the present. Thank you to all of you. I am joined here, as always, by Mr. Justin Olimpedo.
Yo.
How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man.
Good.
This is like the first time we all hung out early.
Yeah, we got together around like noon today.
Yeah.
Zach, shockingly, we were supposed to get a shitload of ice, right? We were supposed to get a shitload of ice, and it wound up being not much of anything.
It just rained and fucking melted.
Yeah, kind of the first good thing to happen weather-wise in the last 2 weeks, because it's been a fuck of a 2 weeks. And so, yeah,
I think
you guys
they are calling for more.
Yeah, it's not over in any way. It's definitely not over. Yeah. Zach needs to make more of that snow money, you know, that snow blowing money. Yeah. He doesn't blow snow. I guess he might blow snow. Does he have a snow blower? I don't know. I don't know if he blows snow.
I don't think that they do.
Yeah, they just got shovels. They do. His name's Fasano. For snow. We've got Zach upstairs finishing mixing and mastering a song that is probably the longest we've ever worked on a song.
For the show.
It's about, we've worked on other songs for years.
It's true.
For a very long time. But this one is going to be, it's the longest one off of the SaVae album, kind of on purpose. It is, we'll get into what it all is, but it's going to be, I think is it literally just called like Sleep/Forest? Is that the name of it?
I think that's the name of it.
All right, we'll see when he sends it over to us. But he's upstairs mixing and mastering away. I think he's actually still doing keyboard parts on it. So he'll be here, when he gets here. But we do have a really awesome featured band, and it's not the first time I think we've ever done this. I think we featured 2 Don't Panic songs in one episode before, but we are going to be doing a double feature for Wasted History, our most recent Australian band.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And these guys, I played a little bit for you before, and I spent this whole morning listening to their newest album, or their debut album. I don't know how old these guys are. I don't know much about them other than their fucking music kicks. It fucking kicks, and it really brings you back to the year 2000.
It should be on a Tony Hawk game.
It really, especially the music video that you're going to see is a skateboarding music video.
It is.
But like aside from that, and I'll be gushing over them for a little bit this evening. I did want to bring something up, kind of weird. I had a dream last night, and I was wondering, Justin, if you could help me kind of decipher this dream a little bit.
All right, let's try.
I don't remember the setup of the dream. I just remember an instance in the dream. So I have no idea the context, what was surrounding it.
Okay.
But all I know is that I was told or asked by somebody to tie a knot for something, and I couldn't tie the knot. And I just couldn't, and I kept trying over and over. And it was like a big, like we were on a boat or something like that. And it was like, get this taken care of. And I'm like, I can sadly tie a noose really, really quickly. Right. I've been in Home Depot where they have like all the ropes hanging, and then just terribly so, and then I shouldn't be outing myself like this, I guess. But I'll just tie them all into nooses real quick and then just leave them hanging there. And then, just hope somebody sees it before somebody that shouldn't be playing with that, somebody depressed or little.
Now, but were you able to do anything else? Like, you just didn't remember how to, or your hands?
Like, my hands wouldn't, like, I went to,
Were you able to do other things with your hands? You just couldn't tie this knot?
I don't remember. I mean, my hands were only thing I can remember is I was trying to tie a knot. And it wasn't like I was even trying to tie a slip knot or anything. I was just trying to tie like a regular knot. And it was big rope. It was thicker rope. And my hands were just failing me, right?
Yeah.
So my thoughts, before I let you dive in and psychoanalyze me. Okay. I do have arthritis on this side of my body. And lately at work, in the last 6 months, I've noticed certain times, like I've dropped, not full trays, but someone has handed me something and it's just dropped out of my hand because I'm like, fuck. And it just... as you get older, these things just start to peek their evil, dirty little heads into your life. So because of a horseback riding accident when I was 15, this side of my body's kind of just like pins and needles all the time. It's a pinched nerve underneath 25 years of whatever fucking tissue or 20 years of tissue building on top of it.
Right.
But I think maybe it's just like psychologically, it's me worried that I'm not going to be able to use my hands at some point.
Right.
I think that might be it, or that I need to just get better at like normal things like tying a knot. Like I know how to tie a knot, but what other things do I not know how to do? Right. And it was just a metaphor for all of that. What do you think? What do you think tying a knot represents in your dreams?
I would assume that you would be on a boat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was either on a boat or on the dock next to the boat, and it was like a dire situation. Like I had to get it done, and I couldn't.
Well, I feel like instead of looking at it as something that you had to get done and couldn't, maybe it's more symbolization that the houseboat is starting to take off in more directions, man.
And I'm worried about...
We have some big things.
We've got some big things we're going to talk about in a little bit when Zach gets down here. That would be I think a more uplifting way of looking at it.
Yeah, man.
We got a lot of stuff hopefully on the near horizon for certain things. They're already in the sky. They're in the ether. And other things that are slowly coming together, and then I got a bunch of different little projects that we have in the works, in the planning stages, that we are gonna be getting to. So all right, I'll take that. I'll take that. I think it's a better, more positive way to. I immediately wake up and go, my dream was negative. I have Christian guilt about everything. Yeah. Every morning I wake up and I have a dream. Like I was having a dream about a person that will remain nameless, and I woke up just going like, God, do I miss that person, or do I just did I see a picture today, or did I see something that reminded me, or wear a shirt or something like that popped this certain person into my brain, right? And then I wake up feeling guilty about it, like I'm an idiot or something, and I should just start looking at it in a more positive light. Positivity is key. Positivity is key.
Not to bring down some negativity or bring it back into negative
bring it back to me
talks,
with
but
negativity.
I was reading I think it was more a picture, a post on Facebook, and it was talking about it was a picture of a woman who had very much so blotches and was like tired. You could tell worn down. Yeah. And it was talking about not being okay through all of the shit that's going on.
Oh, the last year? Oh,
God, yeah. Like just fucking beaten down, and like there's nothing that you can do about it. Like she was, in the post it was like, I miss just seeing people's faces, just walking, smiling, whatever.
And I can feel the blotchiness there because the fucking mask has been giving me I definitely had skin issues in the past. I have fair Irish skin. and it doesn't always do well in the sun and stuff like that, or with long hair, I would get like rashes and stuff. But now I just get it from my mask.
Yep.
And it's like if I shaved the beard completely, I would probably get it from the mask directly on my skin. So the light beard that I've been trying to keep is probably protecting me a little bit. But I get this like redness, and it's all around where the mask is. And I've tried multiple different types of masks, different fabrics, everything like that. I just can't wait to not have to wear a fucking mask if that's ever a situation. Do you think we'll ever be? You could just walk around freely without masks. Do you think that's in our future?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I don't really know shit as to what's going on.
What the fuck?
But from everything I read, I mean,
the
variants of the virus and other things, and like the effective rate of fucking vaccines and how rushed everything is. Personally, I really don't think that we're going to see no masks for a couple years.
A couple of years, yeah. It's going to be weird. You're going to go to this kind of ties into Let Me Ask You a Questions episode that they did yesterday. You're going to go to a 2020s party in 20 years.
We'll be wearing masks.
And you're going to be wearing masks. They said that you're going to be wearing, like, you're going to go to a 20 teens party that everyone's going to be ironically wearing MAGA hats. You go to a 2020s party, you're going to be speakeasying it up, wearing a mask, and then like wearing just as the chin diaper, as they say.
Do you think that we, you know how some sci-fi has made it through movies and stuff like that? Yeah. Do you think that we go past and say fuck the masks and everybody has like a clip-on respirator helmet?
Oh, a full-blown helmet? Like once you go outside, you wear like... I would be all right with that on certain levels, especially if, I mean, they would like anything be sold to the masses, and they would be stylized in different ways. You can get a Mandalorian mask. You get the Boba Fett mask. You can just wear the Jason mask. Like, there's a lot of different masks you could go with. Would you go with the Jason mask or like a Halloween mask or anything like that? Or would you want to design your own original or just the coolest, high-techiest looking thing?
I don't know if I go high-techy. I don't know. From being, like, from a young age, I always thought like fighter pilots looked cool because of the fucking helmet, the whole mask.
You get the actual respirator mask like in there. That'd be fucking sweet. Well, I'm hoping one day we're over the mask.
Just start doing it, dude.
One day. I wanted to wear. I have a gas mask, and I just wanted to start wearing that around, but it's not for gas mask purposes. We'll say. But it does glow in the dark, so I thought that'd be a good touch when I'm walking around the dark grocery store.
Yeah.
Ooh, they should do after dark grocery shopping with everybody wearing glow in the dark masks. Yeah. That would be great.
Also, I am caught up with WandaVision.
Oh, spoiler alerts maybe, but I'm going to try to keep this as vague as possible for everybody because Zach hasn't even watched it.
Yep.
Holy shit, this show.
It's so much fun,
WandaVision is so fucking good. If you watch the first episode or 2 episodes and you didn't like it, you're dumb and you need to just sit through it because it gets better. It gets so good.
At least watch through the whole first episode.
Yeah.
Like if the first episode you're like sitting, because even with me the first time watching it, I would say
get to episode 3. Episode 3 is where you know like shit is starting to change, but by the end of episode 2,
episode 1 realizing that there was something else going on or something in the background, I'm like, okay, because if we were just going through the years of different stylized television shows
and had no correlation to anything outside of that,
it may have lost me because there were parts of that I'm like, okay, like I do like those old sitcoms, don't get me wrong. I grew up watching them.
My biggest complaint so far is that Kitty Foreman was only in the first episode. What the hell?
No.
She's only in the first episode, right?
No, she's also at the...
She in... the ladies' gathering in the second episode?
Well, no, she's during the show.
Okay.
She's sitting in the crowd.
Yeah. I see. But she needs to have more of a fucking part. She's such a good fucking... Oh, God.
How good are they, though?
Deborah Jo Ruff, I think is her name. Love her. Love her.
How good is Vision? Those characters are...
The two of them are great, and their acting skills are really being put on full showcase, that they're able to do one episode like an I Love Lucy, one episode like a Bewitched, and then move to the Brady Bunch, and then the Family Ties era.
Yep.
And then the latest one, again, spoilers on some level, but not really. Every episode's a different TV show theme for the most part.
Yeah, sometimes they'll carry it over a little bit.
Yeah, a little carryover. They did a Malcolm in the Middle themed episode, which I fucking loved everything about it.
What do you think that the next one's going to be?
The next one, I feel... I've already seen a clip. They do Modern Family. They go to Modern Family. So she's like sitting on her chair in the living room talking directly to camera.
Okay.
So I'm stoked about that. Another thing that I'm really fucking stoked about, our good friends at Abomination Brewing wanted to bring this up and shout them out.
They
have been nominated by USA Today, like the actual USA Today newspaper, magazine, whatever they online, whatever they're doing now. I don't know if they're assuming they're still printing things, but they have been nominated for Best Beer Label of the Year for their beer Fuck 2020. Mm-hmm. Now, I highly recommend that when you drink 2020, if you can get it, which you probably can't, you listen to our song 2020 because they go hand in hand. Or so I assume, because I also have not been able to get 2020. Haven't been able to try it, but the label is fucking amazing.
We just missed it, actually.
Literally missed it.
They were still
They were finishing it up. They hadn't even bottled it or canned it up yet. Yep. And when Joe was on the show. So big shout out to the guys over at Abomination. Congratulations, you guys are getting a lot of press.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And just remember, you were here 2 years ago, all right? When you're in the USA Today's. You just remember.
We'll just cut a commercial with you using our song 2020.
Yeah, 2020 would be good for you. It'll work for everybody. We'll all enjoy it. But you can literally go to the USA Today website or just Google Best Beer Label USA Today, and you can go in and vote. Right now, they are
or
number
search
5
Abomination
of
Brewing
20.
on Facebook.
Yep, you can find them right on Facebook. They are sharing it everywhere, and the link that they post on their page, you just click right onto it, and it'll bring you right over to that. It literally, once you click the link, it automatically votes for you. Yep. And then if you want to vote more than once, you can pay $1 for 2 votes. And I didn't look and see what the proceeds go to on that, but hopefully they go to something that's not just keeping the USA Today running.
Support this magazine.
Support them. But yeah, big shout out to those guys. Currently, the number 1 ranked beer on this show for this season is still the Fog, the Wandering into the Fog, the entire series that we did by them.
Right.
So again, go check it out. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on the USA Today website. Fuck 2020, nominated for Best Beer Label. Congrats, Abomination Brewing. Yeah. And congrats to us, because now we are finally joined by Mr. Zachary Storman. Ooh, that was an explosive pop. You're all popping off poppy right now. You're a poppy popping off. I gave you the Miller Genuine Draft just in case you didn't have that. Just in case you needed to crack something open right then and there. But you jumped right into it. You were on top of it.
I'm good at this game.
Oh, yeah. And now that Zach is here, we can announce something that we were holding off announcing.
Yeah.
You now can stream all of our EPs and our albums, and soon the loosies, as we are calling them, our loose singles.
There'll be some singles
and
by
some
themselves,
individual singles will all be available. But right now, you can go and check out everything we did in the year 2020.
Yep.
And all our Christmas music, because in February what you want is Christmas music, and also from 2019 our album Rush.
Rush, Jesus.
Wow, rubbish. Rush. Our album Rush. It's about 3 guys from Canada who get lost, and the guy plays a funny looking bass.
Plays a jazz bass.
Yeah, no, it's a funny looking one. He's got a funny looking jazz bass.
You smoke them jazz cigarettes?
I might. I'm not sure. But Justin, why don't you tell them where else soon they are going to be able to find all of our music streaming for their easy listening pleasure?
You have Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Rezo, Google Play, Google Play, YouTube, Amazon, Soundtrack by Twitch, Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Claro Musica, SaVae, and SaVae, KKBox, NetEase, Tencent, Triller, and Median.
10 cent?
For all of you people using 10 cent, we're really happy to get
China?
this for you.
Apparently.
Is that what 10 cent is?
It is,
10
cent?
Chinese.
Oh, hell yeah. They're not going to be able to listen to half of our stuff over there. Sorry, guys. It's probably going to get pulled. It'll probably get pulled based on...
Especially All-American.
All-American is definitely not going to make it big.
Dude, what about if we get big in China?
Then I'll move to China. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll just go to China. I'm down with going to China. I know a couple of small towns. Beijing, I've heard of. It's a nice little tiny town.
Tiny.
Wuhan.
Only has a handful of people there.
Just a couple of people per foot. People per foot.
So I know for sure Spotify and Apple Music are up. I'm getting through to...
Because if you don't have Spotify or Apple Music, what are you
If you're still on Pandora, we'll be there soon, but
we may be on Pandora already.
Yeah.
From what it's saying, not all stores provide links.
Okay.
So I have to go through and start looking. But, if you're streaming, obviously you can play through Apple Music, iTunes, and then soundtrack by Twitch.
And if you don't have one of those things, I'll just let you know that Apple Music, if you're using an iPhone, gives you 3 months for free.
That's true.
And then at $9.99 a month after that, so it's really not a bad deal. Yeah. I'm finally jumping on board the Apple Music train. Zach has always pretty much used Apple Music, but I've got YouTube and Apple
my
Music.
iTunes library.
It's huge, I bet.
Well, no, the old one I started using iTunes back in like when I got my first iPod.
Okay.
And I've kept.
You just kept everything in there. See,
Not
my
everything,
first iPod was a
lot of
Zune,
things.
so I lost all of that when it died, and they never
My
made
first
another
was
Zune.
at Creative Labs, and
Ooh.
I migrated all that shit
Really?
from Windows to Mac.
Mac, yeah.
Yeah.
And back to Windows.
I think I took the Zune and I cleared it and sold it to the pawn shop because I was like, I'm never using this, and got like $40 or whatever for it. And then realized I had not backed up any of that music anywhere else, and I was between computers.
Stole it anyway.
Yeah. Most of it was off of CDs. I had a 500 CD binder, and most of it was those CDs, and those CDs were stolen out of my car at the casino when a friend of mine forgot to lock my car when I was drunk and they drove to the casino. And they said it was because their button goes side to side and mine went up and down, and they just went to the one side and hit unlock. But I don't believe them. Yeah. Never gonna believe them.
No matter how long I have a key fob.
Yeah.
Like I still have to look at it. I can't remember which one is lock and unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, good transition. In other news, I got a car, guys. I'm driving. I'm legal. I'm on the road.
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight. I've learned my lesson, and then I learned it again, and I think it's gonna stick this time. It better stick this time because I won't fare well in prison, or in jail. Whatever. Would it be jail or prison? Which one would I go to? What's Monroe?
Probably
Is that a jail? That's a jail, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably go there with all the dads that aren't paying their child support. And then, petty crimes and misdemeanors and other things that might be hanging out there. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all our friends. Mr. Wieners. Shout out all of our Mr. Wieners in there with the misdemeanors. It's a good rap rhyme. Mr. Wiener with his misdemeanors.
Yeah.
It's something there. We can go with something there.
I miss Missy Elliott.
She has. Oh wait, no, never mind.
She had something out in the last year or two, right? She dropped something. I remember seeing her. Or at least
she was on Lizzo's album.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Lizzo's
that's
album.
what it was.
What is it? Queen Latifah that has a show coming up?
Yeah, Queen Latifah took The Equalizer,
That's
the
right.
Denzel Washington movie series, and has turned it into a TV series.
All I'm going to say about that is when I think of Queen Latifah, I think that she's a comedian or musician.
Not an action star.
The whole making her an action star, I haven't seen the show yet, so I don't want to say that.
Yeah, it could be amazing.
It could be good.
It could be great.
But it's just a hard sell on me.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
You remember her from 90s sitcoms, and you remember her from Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin, or if anything for me, Chicago. I love the movie Chicago, the film version of the play, and she crushes it as the Big Mama in that, and she is amazing. But yeah, singer, a comedian.
What I was saying to Justin would be sick.
Yeah.
If the show does real well, and then she does Liam Neeson roles for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah.
And they redo Taken.
Yes.
But she just happens to be so good at it.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, we're about to make 15.
She's still super young, like relatively young. She's
perfect.
Maybe 50. She might be hitting 50. She's been around for 30 years. I feel like she got into the game, as you might say it, in the rap world in her teens. She was established young.
Yeah.
And then she was on, I can't remember the name of that show, but it was one of the, it was like not BET, it was UPN, that was that?
Yeah.
She was on something that kind of had a tie into the Jamie Foxx show or something like that. It was something along those lines. But I remember watching it. It would just be on TV, and I would catch it. And she always made me fucking crack up. I've always enjoyed her.
But if she
pulls this off,
Liam Neeson. Now.
Oh yeah, in The Gray, just her beating the shit out of wolves. Even though that is only 3 seconds of that movie, it's a very Jeremiah Johnson, very slow moving wilderness movie. And then he straps some, bottle shards and goes and attacks some wolves. It's not all that. They really lie to you in the trailer for that. But hey, shout out to Queen Latifah. Love ya. Can't wait. Oh, she was also in Hairspray 2 weeks in a row. I'm bringing up Hairspray.
Oh.
She was also in Hairspray.
Yeah.
Amazing role there. All right, so we've got some shit to drink. And when I say shit, we've got some shit here.
You're welcome.
So, Justin, let's hit it. What are we drinking?
We drink it so you don't have to. Reviewing in the morning from the bathroom. Cheap booze and craft brews. Reviewing in the morning from the bathroom. What are we drinking? What are we drinking? Yeah!
All right, Justin, so why don't you tell everybody what the fuck you're doing to us here? I saw these the other day.
Well, when I first looked down, I thought that they were bootlegger. Liquors.
Yeah. Bootlegger. They're called bootlegger.
Oh, yeah.
It was
bootlegger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from...
Bootlicker is
like
is what an idiot is.
Yes.
And a
bootlegger.
No, that's like
makes sense.
like liquor.
Liquor.
I drank a bunch of liquor out of my boot.
Oh, you ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? So, Justin,
Four
you looked
Loko
down, you
pregame.
found these Four Loko pregame. They are 13.9%.
Sour peach.
You got sour peach. I've got sour blue
Are we
raz.
gonna try them all?
We're gonna try them all. So we got our taste cups.
Let's go in order, though.
Let's go in order. Okay.
No. All right.
Oh, Justin's starting.
We'll do that.
Justin's starting. Okay.
Sorry.
All right, Justin, you got that. Pass it around. We'll see how these go.
I'll be honest. It smells all right.
It smells all right. All right. Well, it's good. I'm just gonna kill this, I guess. It can be reused as a little pocket flask.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad.
It doesn't smell bad. So again, this is the sour peach. I'm not a big sour fan, but I don't mind sour candy. So if we're in the sour candy realm, and
okay.
again,
Now what I'm gonna say on the bottle, it says Four Loko shot. So I think we should shoot
it.
these.
All right. That sounds fair.
Real quick, we got a Michael Demmer saying, "Don't do it."
Don't do it. Oh, we're gonna do it.
Too late, Mikey.
Too late. Cheers to you. Here is the sour peach. Go.
Oh my!
That's not half bad.
Oh, that hits the back. Like when you chug it, it just hits the back of your throat. The sustaining flavor isn't bad. It tastes like peach rings.
Whatever the chemical flavor.
Yeah, whatever
is.
the chemical they're putting in here to make it alcoholic, which I don't think is actual alcohol. I think it's just like.
Oh my god!
It might be more rubbing
Isn't
alcohol.
It malt? No.
No.
Yeah, it's malt.
Is it malt?
Beverage, yeah.
Oh god, this is.
Malt liquor
God.
make you sicker.
All right, so I think we should go in order of next. What I think is going to be better. I think that I feel like Blue Raz has always got a better chance than anything else. And what is that flavor again? That
lemonade.
Is lemonade. If we're going sour lemonade, like lemonade's already got a nice tartness to it.
Sour lemonade. It's just lemonade.
It's just lemonade.
Oh, it's just lemonade. All right, make sure I get a little bit of the shot here. Give it a little passer over. Woo!
I mean, as Steve Warner says, the best flavor is
blue
raspberry.
Blue raspberry,
not natural.
Yeah, and you're drinking or eating unnatural things. You might as well go with the most unnatural flavor possible, most unnatural color possible.
Kyle took a little one on that one.
I did take a little one. I didn't want to overdo it. So
Again,
Justin,
though, I mean, this smells worse, but the peach didn't smell bad.
Yeah, I don't know. This I love the smell. I love the smell.
Smells good.
If this was a body wash, I would totally. It's probably just going to taste like body wash, but I would totally.
I
would not put this in your hair.
I'd put this all over my balls, all over my balls.
Not,
so someone's licking it, and they're going, "Is that sour blue raspberry?" And I go, "Yeah, they is." All right, so let's give this one a little shot taste. That was worse.
That was the worst.
That was really bad.
Oh,
that was not good. I don't. Again, the sustaining flavor is what you want.
Well, you get the flavor at the end. It's almost like a snow cone.
Unlike Four
Snow
Loko,
cone flavoring. That's
I
what
don't
this is.
really like anything of the flavor, and it's just once you get drunk enough, once you're drunk enough, you don't taste it anymore. God damn it! So they're selling this as the pregame. So they are hoping that you drink this before you drink more
and
Four
the whole
Loko.
thing, like in this.
The whole thing. You're not supposed to be splitting this with 3 people. This is just for
You're
you
supposed to be
before
shooting
you go
this
out.
one thing.
You're supposed to chug it and throw it in the trash right before you walk in the
No,
door.
dude, it's Four Loko. You're
13.9%.
supposed to throw it in the street.
throw it at someone
Come
in the
on.
street. That is true.
Nobody who regularly drinks Four Loko cares about recycling.
Or
I'll
flavor.
put money on that.
Or how their body feels in the morning. Oh, pregame for Four Loko. It is. That
literally.
You got to start at 9 a.m. with
so
this.
far, what is better, this or the seltzer? This is way better.
This is way better because it has flavor and
the
not
seltzer
just
was so bad.
stupid bullshit. I definitely the seltzer was terrible. The seltzer is currently our worst. The Four Loko seltzer is our worst ranked beverage that we've done this season. All right, get the last of that guy in there. All right, so before we drink this, do you think that
this smells like
you'll
fucking...
be going back to this? Do you think you'll ever go back to this after this one?
No.
I don't know. I went back to the bootleggers, and I didn't think I was going to.
If somebody handed me this at a party, I'd drink it.
In a certain situation where maybe you're going to a party,
all right,
that's not one of them peach ones up.
Does this have the caffeine, though? Does it say anything about caffeine?
No, Four Loko hasn't had caffeine in a decade.
They haven't had any caffeine, though? Like, at all whatsoever?
People died.
Yeah, I know people died. But it was good? No, it wasn't good.
I can't... This smells like a candy, but I can't
This smells like a lemon head. It smells like a lemon sour, like something lemon head. All right.
Yellow Dawn is
I really think
lemon heads.
I really think this is going
Shout
to be better than the Blue Raz.
I think
I'm
so.
hoping.
I think the peach
thoughts,
is
right?
going to be the best, but who knows?
All right. Well,
actually, no. I'm going to change that. The lemon's going to cut through the.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. We got to catch up to Zach.
Peach was the best.
Oh! Oh no! Nope. That's not good. That's not all right.
My
so
body hurts.
I'm gonna say my ranking of the three of them in order goes peach is best. I think the blue raspberry is better than the lemonade.
Yeah,
I think
you're
the lemonade's
actually
the
right.
worst.
No, I'm the opposite.
You go lemonade, blue raspberry, peach,
lemonade,
blue raspberry. If we had saved some, I would have liked to see what the blue raspberry and the lemonade mixed together would taste like. But that's just because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Oh man!
All right, so
I will say though, take a sip of Heineken. It takes away the bitterness.
All right, we're gonna get to drinking and sipping on Heineken and grading that in a second. Let's grade the as a whole the Four Loko pregame, the shot in your pocket. What are you giving this on a knowing what it is? It is a pregame malt
it's a $2 bottle.
$2 bottle that'll get you a buzz. Like chugging. I mean, we all pretty much just had one ourselves. It'll give you a little bit of a buzz. I'm already feeling a little bit like more awake. The sour helps there. So on a scale of 0 to 100, knowing what it is, Justin, what do you give this?
If I'm in that situation, I'm gonna buy 2 small bottles of Fireball, which is the same content of alcohol.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this 7.5.
7.5 out of 100. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's really low. I wasn't going to go that low. I'm going to say 0 to 100. I'm giving this a 42. Right. I think it's worth what you're paying for.
All right, maybe a 7's a little low. I'll go to 27.
You'll go to 27. All right. I'm going to still stick at that, what did I say, 42? I'm going to go 42. Zach, what are you thinking, 0 to 100
55.
For what it is? 55. So we can say definitively it is better than the Four Loko seltzer. Now, our sipping beer today. Our sipping beer that we're going to jump into before our... We've got a lot of beverages tonight. Before our two
it's a
higher
classic.
end. We've got a classic. We've not yet done Heineken. I don't think we've ever done Heineken on the show at all, period.
It was in one of our blind tastings.
One of the blind... and then we did the 7-year-old Heineken last year. We did 7-year-old Heineken mixed into all that.
Yeah, so fuck you. We've had Heineken
We've had Heineken twice. Fuck me. We've been sipping on these previously to going live.
The story about this that you told me is fucking stupid.
So basically, Heineken, the company was originally called in Dutch. It was the Haystack was the name of the brewery that was founded in 1592, and then around the 1850s, 1860s, somewhere in there. The Mr. Heineken went to his rich mother and said, I want to buy that brewery. And they bought the brewery. And then they found a guy who used to work for Louis Pasteur to come up with a yeast specifically for them. And in 1875, they rolled it out, and it became one of the highest selling beers in all of Paris. That, like, at the end of, like, the 1800s.
Where is this? From the Netherlands?
It is Holland. It is Dutch.
You were also saying
Holland.
that they just discontinued.
Isn't Holland the Netherlands?
I think I get confused with that. And I think that all of that is the Netherlands. But like I think a couple of countries are
a couple countries in Nether?
I'm not sure. The Nether regions, as I always call them. But yeah, so they.
Yeah, it's Netherlands.
It's the Netherlands. Holland is in the Netherlands.
Yes.
The Netherlands is Holland.
Or the Netherlands is Holland. Which one? And why are they Dutch? Why are they not Netherlanders or Hollanders? They're Dutch.
Well,
Come on,
Germans
guys.
are Deutsch.
Mm-hmm. It makes it so confusing.
Germany is Deutschland.
Yeah,
Can we just call it Europe?
That's why the Pennsylvania
former
Dutch.
province of the western coast of the Netherlands.
Okay, all right. Well, it used to be part of the Netherlands, and now it's not, I guess.
And they also used to have brown bottles.
And they used to have brown bottles. So in the native Holland, up until 2013, Heineken was served in a brown bottle, and it was only in 2013 that they changed it over to green there. So I'm really curious as to what a brown bottle Heineken would have tasted like.
Because it's been green here forever.
For forever. And they just switched over because they were only doing it in Holland. In the brown bottles, and then they decided to switch it over, make it just kind of uniform across the globe. And since I think 1999, they have been the official beer sponsor of James Bond. So basically, what we're getting to is Heineken has always been the beer for douchebags. There was a rich douchebag who got his mommy to give him some money to buy another company that was like a local favorite, that was like a small independent thing. And then they got some guy that worked with Louis Pasteur. Fuck that guy. Yeah, I don't need penicillin or pasteurizing or anything like that. What did he do? He just pasteurized things. Name. I got it. 1875, people in France, they're probably pretty hoity-toity.
I feel like Stella is the dickhead version of Heineken.
See, yeah,
I'd rather drink a Stella, though.
I'd rather drink a Stella. I don't hate this. It does have, as I was saying before, it has, what was the phrase or the thing that I said? A dandelion. It has a dandelion feel in your mouth. Like if you eat a dandelion, and it kind of just gives you that like bitter dryness across your tongue.
Yep.
The first couple of sips of Heineken give you that bitter dryness, and I don't really.
Then
like
it goes
that.
away. It
does go away. You get drunk, and it's just kind of sweet and easy to drink.
I drink Rolling Rock at the bar.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford this.
Well, that's the other thing. But I even said to Kyle, when I see the green bottle, I just want a Rolling Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
and if I'm going to drink
different
this,
beers, though.
And
This
I'm going
is technically
for this,
a lager.
I'd rather have a Grolsch. If I'm going for this style,
Grolsch is better.
Grolsch is way better.
This
now,
is technically a lager.
It's a premium malt lager, which is what gives you the sweetness, and I'm assuming also that bitterness. Now, on a scale of 0 to 100, I don't hate this. I'm not offended by it, besides that initial couple of sips. So, for what it is, I'm going to give this a 53.5. 53.5. It's above middle of the road, but it's not something I really want to go for. If it's a mistake, I'll drink it. If it's there, I'll drink it. But I'm not going out and spending the money on this. It's too expensive for what you're getting. Justin, what do you think on a 0 to a hundo scale on this
59.5.
All right, and Zachary.
Is this going to be the first episode where I rake everything higher than you guys do?
Maybe. I don't know. We got some other beverages.
I'm going like 67.
67?
All right.
It's a fair... I mean, I can see a 15-point swing.
It would be in the 70s if it weren't so gosh darn.
I agree. It's expensive. It's an expensive beer for no reason.
What was it?
Like $32 or something like that a case? Somewhere around there. It's above 30.
I got a 24 of this and a pack of smokes for $39.
Okay, so yeah, about $30, $31, somewhere in that range.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get a Stella for cheaper than that.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't buy either of them.
Aren't Stellas small bottles though?
Nope, they're the same size. Same size. Yeah,
they're not the 11.2s.
Oh, they might
maybe
be something like that. Yeah, they might be a little bit smaller.
Maybe.
Now, I will say, a few years ago, an old drummer of one of my old bands and one of my oldest friends in the world, Frank Belfiore, we had a show at his house about like 10 years ago, actually, at this point, I think. And I had left a case of Miller Lite outside. I might have told the story in the past. I left it outside between shows. It was a month between shows, and it was like March into April, so it was hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Right.
I told him, just make sure nobody drinks that beer out there. It's Miller Lite. It's been sitting out there. You can tell the case is worn. And I went, I got a thought. And I took one of them and I put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer for like an hour, got it nice and cold. And then I popped it open, and then I popped open a Heineken that I saw sitting there as well. And I poured them into cups, and I walked around pre-COVID, obviously, handing everybody the same cups and going, taste this, which one's Heineken and which one's a month-old Miller Lite sitting out in the sun. And then nobody could tell that, like, nobody could definitively say which one was which, right. To the point where I forgot which one was which, and I couldn't tell, and I had tasted both of them right off the bat. So if you want to save a little bit of money, grab yourself some Miller Lite, sit it outside in the hot, cold March into April. You're going to make $10 on that case of beer. You're going to make $10. You can resell it. We should try it.
I was telling you the first time I ever had beer, underage, this Heineken was given to me, and it was skunked. So I stayed away from fucking Heineken for a long time.
Oh, no.
I just figured...
had a good skunk in a while.
I haven't had a skunked beer in a very long time. You want to try the keg out
there?
No,
during some of those old beers, it's about as fucking...
that's a year. Yeah, a year ago is the last skunked beer I really had. Some of them were really bad.
Yeah.
One of my favorite skunks that we ever had is I was at Shane's house. I think we weren't 21 yet. And Hamid showed up on his bike with a backpack full of Francis Connor.
Oh,
and I had never
Francis
had
Connor.
Francis Connor. And now it's probably my favorite beer.
Yeah.
I'd never had it before.
Do you like the regular tan label, or do you like the Dunkel, the dark,
the
regular one?
Yeah.
You can't get that Dunkel no more. I miss it.
He brought that in. He's like, all right, boys, try these. They're real skunked. It's like, they've been in my backpack for fucking, I don't know how long.
Yeah.
It was the middle of summer. So that skunked Francis Connor.
Yeah.
So strong.
Oh, yeah.
It got stronger because it's unfiltered.
Yeah.
And it was just like
real beer.
One of those, like the big boy, like the 20-ounce one. And I got put down.
I bet.
That was good.
Yeah, I did.
I bet. All right, now we've got two other beers that we are going to be tasting here. If you want to do what I had suggested earlier, we can use the cup that had the Four Loko in there.
Yep.
Because I didn't think about this ahead of time. But we now have two different brews from Left Hand Brewing Company. We got the peanut butter milk stout and the raspberry milk stout. And my thought immediately was, it's going to make an amazing peanut butter and jelly in your mouth. So that's what I want to try.
Well, I'm going to open both of them.
You're going to open both of them?
And I'm going to pour, but I'm also going to first sip each one individually.
Okay, did you guys read that the raspberry has chocolate in it already?
Both of them
are chocolate. They're both chocolate milk stouts. The raspberries are 5.5%, and the peanut butter is a 6.2%. They're both around the same IBUs, 23 and 25
The peanut butter smells like banana. I'm just going to say
peanut butter stuff generally smells like banana.
Well, the raspberry also smells like banana.
That does smell like a little bit of banana. Let me check that raspberry.
Okay.
All right, now which one do you want to taste individually first?
So I've poured mine. I have equal.
Both amounts. Parts. You've already done half and half in there.
I've done half and half.
Okay,
I've not tasted either beer yet.
All right, so let's do our halves and halves.
Oh yeah, that chocolate smells like banana.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna do halves and halves. I'm gonna put that to the side though.
Yes. Yep.
I want to taste. Wow, really a banana like whack in the face with
banana.
That. And I don't like banana, but it's more of a texture thing.
I want to start with the peanut butter first.
Start with the peanut butter. All right. I love peanut butter, and I love the Left Hand Milk Stout. The Left Hand Milk Stout on its own, if you can get it on nitro. We used to have it at Yard of Ale back in the day. It is amazing. It is frothy. It is delicious.
This is 6.2, where the other is
5.5. Yes, sir. All right. So, again, from Left Hand Milk Stout, founded in 1990, so not too old of a brewery.
Doesn't really have a peanut butter
flavor. I'm not getting much peanut butter in there.
I'm getting more coffee.
Coffee, chocolate, and some people say the Screwball whiskey, they get more of a coffee flavor off of that too. So I think there's something in the nuttiness there, the nuttiness of coffee.
Chock full of nuts,
Chock full of nuts, bro. Chock full of big lug nuts.
On my second...
I'm Big Nuts.
Hey, children, I'm Big Nuts.
This is my new TV show for children we're working on. It's called Big Nuts with Big Lug Nuts.
Hey, boys and girls, my name is Big Nuts.
We compare shapes and sizes.
We're going to learn about shapes and sizes.
All right, so after it sits in my mouth, I get more of almost a smoky...
Take a couple more sips. I get more peanut butter. It sits on the tongue.
All right. I get a little bit of it, but I love peanut butter. This is not nearly as peanut buttery as peanut butter whiskey is, and I've had Sweet Baby Jesus before, so that's what I'm comparing it to in my head.
Okay.
Now to go over to the raspberry again, a 5.5%er.
And this does smell like raspberry.
It does smell like ras. It does smell like ras, but somehow it's going to taste like banana, right?
Probably.
Immediately, it tastes like a UFO. I don't taste chocolate at all. It tastes like UFO raspberry.
This is way better. I get raspberry coffee.
Raspberry coffee, yeah, but that initial taste just tastes like you're drinking like a UFO ras or like even like a Sunset Wheat style of beer. It's got more of a lighter texture to it, which I really enjoy. Now, do we want to give them a ranking before we bastardize it?
I think we should.
Or should we drink it together?
Just take a sip together, and then we rank them on their own, and then rank them
as a mixture. Okay.
All right.
Rank them as a mixture, hoping they tasted like a peanut butter jelly.
Yes, that's what we're going.
So here we go. It's not a bad mixture. It kills the ras a little bit.
A little bit,
but then all you get is chocolate and coffee. All I get is chocolate coffee.
So
with
it's
a
like
little bit of ras.
chocolate covered raspberry.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a little brighter than the peanut butter by itself.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how many of the peanut butter, after having like close to half the can already, I don't know how many of those I could really ever want to do.
It'd be a 1.
That is really sitting in my stomach, super heavy, and I don't know if Four Loko pregame and Heineken before that helped at all.
You know what?
I don't think it helped.
Here's what I'm going to say.
I'm going to say it did it.
You buy both of these.
Yeah.
And serve it with your dessert.
This is the perfect dessert beer.
Mix it for 2, and
as I said, the left-hand general, the basic milk stout is great on nitro. I've had it in cans and in bottles, and it's just always better if you can get it in nitro. I've never had
that may help it
in a nitro can. That might help a mixture, like the mixing when it all
even
like billows up inside the cup. You might get more of the peanut butter for sure. All right, so. We're going to rank the peanut butter on its own first?
Sure.
All right, so Justin, on a scale of 0 to 100, where are you putting the peanut butter for a peanut butter milk stout? What do you give this?
It's like a 35. It's
35?
not terrible.
All right.
But I mean, like, you're advertising, it's peanut butter.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, if we had a shot of Screwball whiskey and it's like, it's a peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
And it was like Jameson and then somebody threw peanut butter at you. Mm-hmm. Like, you wouldn't... Like, that's where I'm at. It's about a 35.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't hate it. The smell is more banana than the flavor is. I didn't get a banana flavor at all from it.
That's bananas.
But BANANAS, bananas. I'm gonna go a little bit higher than that. I'm gonna give it a 60 because I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I like it. I want to like it more though.
Yeah.
It's like the X-Files. I want to believe this could be better, you know?
Right.
I want to believe that there is a peanut butter milk stout in here that should taste more, and I'm kind of hedging my number a little bit, hoping that a nitro version would taste better. All right, Zach, what are you thinking on the peanut butter?
I like it.
Yeah.
It could be more peanut butter, though.
A lot more. That is why it's losing marks.
Yeah.
It's losing marks. It's losing numbers.
Very good.
I don't hate it. My low
tasty.
score is not because I hate it. I'm just going, like, you're advertising.
It should be a peanut...
But I think, Justin, you sort of got to be right. It's advertised as a peanut butter milk stout.
Yeah.
And
right.
It's
not peanut buttery.
It's not very peanut buttery.
Right.
No.
While I really like it, I think the fair thing is to hit it low. 40.
Yeah. 40. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now we'll go backwards on this one. Zach, on the raspberry, it's again, as you just said, for the peanut butter, it's billed as a raspberry milk stout. You get that ras.
You get
the
ras.
ras.
Is good.
They need the level of peanut butter that they have a level of ras in this.
Or change up whatever they're using as far as...
Yeah. And this one's lighter in general. It just feels lighter.
It's also less alcohol content. It is.
Not too much. It's less than a percentage point, and they're only separated by 2 IBUs. So, I mean, the bitterness level isn't that much. It's super sweet.
I could probably
it.
drink 2 of these in a
Yes, I could drink more of the ras for sure. And I think, again, on tap, if you had it in nitro, it would be phenomenal.
Oh, it would be really awesome.
Yeah.
It would be
Zach,
nice and light.
0 to 100, where do you put the ras?
This 64.98.
64.9.
Almost 65.
Almost passing in middle school and high school and I guess all schools. I don't know how they do grades anymore. I'm going to say I like this. I definitely like it more than the peanut butter. I love raspberries and I love peanut butter. When I make a peanut butter and jelly, it's chunky peanut butter and raspberry jam or strawberry jam.
Right.
That is the way I go. I love it. The raspberry flavoring kind of almost brings me back to the Lipton raspberry tea. Like that fake
almost
raspberry.
Or Arizona. Definitely Arizona.
100%. Oh, yeah. I think, or what? Yeah, whatever the one that when you got Pepsi or Coke, and you get the raspberry. When I worked at Jocks, that was just what I drank in my cup all day long was raspberry tea.
Lipton.
That's Lipton.
That's Lipton, right? Okay.
Yep. I totally get that.
Yeah, 100%. I get the Lipton raspberry. So I gotta go higher than this, but I can't go too crazy. So I'm gonna go with a 69.5.
Okay.
It's not a 70. It's not a C, it's a D.
Welcome
for
to
sure.
decimals.
I've been embracing them. I realized doing the math isn't that hard because I use a calculator. It's just me being lazy and
in
not
the
wanting to type
future,
more.
You won't always have a calculator.
That's
in your
what
pocket.
they said. Oh,
Yeah,
liars.
I do.
All of
You
the
have a
time.
calculator all the time, dude.
All the time. Justin, where are you going on this guy?
Well, real quick, we got a Broken Toe Joe.
Broken Toe
Says,
Joe!
Hey,
Broken Toe Joe. Who's
the need to
Broken-
raise
Joey
the level of
Hendrick.
He broke
boobs.
his toe?
No, it's just his name. It's his streaming name.
That's
and
a
everything
streaming
like
name.
that.
He's just
Yeah,
streaming.
I do think I will say that if the peanut butter was a higher alcohol content, you might get more peanut butter flavor in there. You might be able to cram that sweetness and mask it.
Yeah, try to get it to an 8.
Put a shot of squirrel whiskey in it. Have you had the squirrel whiskey yet?
Oh, squirrel whiskey. I don't know what I thought you just said.
Just put a shot of a squirrel in
Yeah,
it.
I heard squirrel. And I went, what are we doing?
What a dead squirrel. Born over a dead squirrel.
I thought you said squirrel whiz pea. That's what I thought you said.
Squirrel whiskey.
I did have that. I did have that.
It's better than Screwball.
It is
It's
better than
less
Screwball. I'll
sweet
give you
in
that.
flavor.
Now,
as far as I
ranking
go
overall?
I'm going to go with 72.5.
All right, 72.5.
Yeah.
Now, starting back with you, Justin, and going back to Zach, what do you give the mixture? I'm going to take another little sip of the mixture here.
Considering it's our creation, we're hoping that it was a peanut butter and jelly based on looking
This
at
is
both
not
packages.
They did not advertise to mix them. We are just choosing to do that.
Looking at both packages and expecting that we could get a peanut butter and jelly out of it, considering they were probably brewed the same way with a little bit of changes.
Yeah,
I'm going with 41.
I'm gonna go a little bit higher, 45. 45 as a mixture, but again, that's on us. We're the ones that did that. Zach, what do you think? 200. 200. Oh no, it's the highest ranked beer. Sorry, Abomination. Fuck 2020 and fuck you, I guess.
I like this combo.
I do like the combo.
I think it makes the
I
raspberry
think I'm getting more
subtle.
peanut butter in the mix.
But it's not a
Than
peanut
I
butter
am-
and jelly
Also,
that I was expecting.
I'm gonna catch a lot of flack on this one.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sucks.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
like
get a lot
peanut
of
butter.
flack.
I like
I'm a-
peanut butter and
You're
butter
a
better
crazy
than
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
peanut butter and butter is
don't
weird.
like-
I'm just gonna say
I
that.
love that, dude.
I'm not
I
a
love
jelly
it.
guy.
Yeah.
I'll eat like probably one jelly donut every 12 months.
Okay.
I don't like
And
jelly
that's my
donuts,
max
so-
amount of jelly.
Yeah.
I will never ever take a peanut butter get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
So the way
If I was
feel,
like dying
yeah.
on the side of the road and
long
all you had
time
to
ago.
give me was
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly, I could eat it.
Yeah.
But I never.
You're not gonna enjoy
I
it.
never ever have chosen
Later, Joe.
willingly
See
to
you,
eat
Joe.
a fucking peanut butter and jelly
Yeah,
sandwich.
I would say
It's
that
not
I
me.
feel the same way about peanut butter
Will you eat
and
a Crustable,
banana.
though?
As,
Somebody threw a Crustable at you?
Crustables.
I have, yeah. I've
They're
had.
good.
I had
Fucking
one.
great.
I had one this
Do
year.
you like it better if they're frozen and the jelly?
Oh,
Is there a
fuck yeah,
texture
dude.
thing there? Okay, so for me, I feel the way about peanut butter and banana the way you feel about peanut butter and jelly.
Well, I could eat peanut butter
And you
banana.
feel about peanut butter and jelly the way I feel about, or peanut butter
You know
and
what the
banana
best thing
as
to
I
put
feel
peanut
about
butter
peanut butter
on,
and
though?
jelly. Ooh, French toast.
Celery.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
celery. It's just a
Oh,
waste
God.
of.
Dude, peanut butter and
nothingness.
celery,
I don't need all them
eat
fibers.
shit for
I
that.
don't need all them fibers. Just
Or peanut butter
pulling
on
out.
baby carrots too.
oh, I
Do
remember
that
my
any
mom would
day.
make ants on a log. You know,
Yeah.
your celery,
Yeah.
peanut butter, and raisins, and I would just lick it out for the celery. I would just
And
throw
How
you
was
are
the celery?
fucking
Great.
disgusting.
Yeah. I figured I was doing a
How do you
healthier
not like
thing.
celery?
Because it's
What
nothing.
about soup?
It's
It's
what
literally-
in soup it's fine. In things it's fine. I don't
In,
mind
like,
the
tuna
texture when it's like.
salad?
But it is literally
I don't
just
do it
water.
in tuna. I don't like it in tuna. If I want to
What do
crunch
you
in
put in
tuna,
tuna?
onion. I just chop a onion into it.
I go. You gotta go. I go.
I go celery.
Lately, I
Celery.
go celery, onions, and apples.
Oh, you're weird
yeah.
because apples in that. That apples? Apples? in a tuna sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, you
no,
put apples in a chicken salad sandwich?
No, I wouldn't. Waldorf is crazy. All the
you're insane.
crazy.
Waldorf is the best.
Waldorf also has
nuts,
other fruits and nuts in them, though.
Yeah,
Dude,
the whole walnuts. I don't like walnuts. Also, I like walnut chicken. It's my favorite thing in the fucking Chinese menu world.
That's gross,
I love cummy cum chicken, but I do not like walnuts itself.
I have a challenge for the show or this channel or whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to make a hot Waldorf sandwich.
Oh. Oh,
do you think it would be better cooked, like
Yeah.
everything warm?
Yeah.
The fruit would get. I think it would actually be better because you get the flavor from the fruit cooking
Why not
down.
do like a Waldorf melt? Like you make
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that.
All right, we should do that. We should definitely
Dude,
do
I
that.
had
We'll
a
film
tuna.
it.
I had a
this.
tuna
We'll
melt the
film
other
it.
day with celery and onions, golden delicious apples, and fucking fresh Romano cheese.
Oh God, it's just too many
was
things
so
that I
good.
like mixed with too many things I don't like. And I love apples and I love tuna fish and I love mayonnaise, but if you mix those together,
you love
couldn't do it.
walnut chicken.
walnut
so
chicken,
I feel like
but
it would be
not
sort
because
of like
the
that.
walnuts, because of the cummy cum
Yeah,
sauce
it's
on
like
top
hot
of it.
mayonnaise.
Because the sugar mayo. The sugar mayo.
Well, that's what I feel like. That's what this would turn into. So I think you would like
right,
it.
all right.
So we'll try it.
We'll try it. We will
we'll
try
film it and we'll do.
What about egg salad with diarrhea? In it?
Oh, well, now you're speaking my language. You're speaking my
I got
language.
a bunch of brown eggs.
Are they freshly hatched?
They're freshly laid.
Freshly
A
laid?
friend of mine just so happened to.
Oh,
be
I thought
on-
you were talking about shitting into a sandwich, and we were talking about you
No,
hatching
I have
them.
fresh. I have fresh eggs. A friend of mine just became a chicken dad.
Oh, chicken daddy, chicken daddy. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we have a good bit of music to get into here in our final hour. From the featured band this evening is Wasted History. Again, they are from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, yeah.
They are our 5th or our 6th group from
We
Australia.
just gotta go there.
We really need to go there. We need to hang out with all of
Play a
them.
whole
move
fucking
there.
shitload of shows.
We need to start Fuckwit City ourselves. We need to move down there and start Fuckwit City. It's an actual town, and we're the founders of it. It's going to be in the middle of nowhere, and it's actually not going to be in the middle
We're
of
probably
nowhere.
gonna die in like 3 days. Not gonna
It'll be
lie.
right next to a gas station because I can't live that far from, ho-hos and ring-dings and whatever
They
else
have
they
that
sell.
kind of shit in
I
Australia?
hope.
They have some sort of variant. It's probably healthier for you, really.
Probably.
That fucking Vegemite between two crackers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
peanut butter.
Let's not move there.
Peanut butter and Vegemite?
Ooh.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
I've only had like a
haven't.
spoonful of
Let's
it
get
once.
some.
All right, we can add that to the list of things we're going to do. But first, we're going to listen to Wasted History's single/video if you're watching on YouTube for Pinball Dreams. Pinball
Cliff,
Dreams.
are you listening?
I tagged him in the post and said, "What the fuck? You should be listening." Because it's also not only
you
is
there?
it pinball related,
Hello?
it is new metal influenced for sure. This band sounds like the year 2000 in
They
the
should be
best
in
ways.
Tony Hawk.
They
yeah.
really should be in Tony Hawk. When they re-release the re-release, they should be changing it and putting Wasted
already
History in there. But when they re-release the re-release, do they re-release the re-release
Is that
yet?
a re-re-re?
Maybe.
Have they re-released it?
Maybe for
Well, then
3 and
put
4.
another re on there, okay?
All right, re-re.
They just released, for the first time, their 15-track self-titled album that is available on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
You can find them on Facebook or Instagram at wasted_history. Again, from Melbourne, Australia. Here is Pinball Dreams from Wasted History. Enjoy the video, enjoy the song. It fucking rips, and we'll be back to talk about their second single we'll be playing for you in just a minute.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy.
I'm tilted in at its sides, pumping and headed to your heart. Space cadet, you haven't won yet. Upgrade guns for sport, hit all the yellow boards. But what do you need anyway? Don't get your gift all away. Just me, only for today. Then another little getaway. eyes opened up, and you're all out of luck. But what do you need anyway to give it all away? Trust me, only for today, then another little getaway. And then it's time you reach out, let's face off, hiding the mark and walking through the path of I'm SaVae. At the thought of my own dream, has come to save me. And I'm thankful for this. I'm SaVae. At the thought of my own dream, has come to save me. And I'm thankful for
All right, guys, there you have it. Again, that was Pinball Dreams from Wasted History. Just take a break in between songs because we are going to be playing another single from them in just a minute. As always, while we're listening, we kind of discuss. You said Justin kind of has gives you a Tool feel in there a little
and
bit.
some of the vocals, some of the way, I don't know, sort of the tone at times, of the guitar, but
yeah.
I mean, that's about it.
And then Zach-
sometimes I'll hit notes where it's
Yeah.
okay, Maynard would go to that.
Definitely. And then Zach, how did you you were saying
If Chevelle's favorite band was Sepultura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. They are and I was saying to you guys while we were listening, there are 15 songs on this album. All of them are great. And the guys' vocals are not all over the place. It's very in tune with what it is, but whoever else is doing backup vocals, they bring it in a couple of different songs. And I think I jotted it down. Yeah, go check out, in addition to what we're playing for you here, go check out Far From My Home and Uncontested. Uncontested combines death metal, low-end vocals with Brendan Urie, Panic at the Disco style, swooping, almost Claudio-esque style vocals. And it's fucking amazing. This guy has a voice for hopefully for them down there for a generation, because it's bringing back the nostalgia of 2000 but bringing it in a different, new, fun way.
Mike Demmer says he gets a bit of CKY.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Definitely, especially when you throw it on a fucking skate video.
And it's good to see a skate video.
It's great to see them. They used to be everywhere. That was my youth. Was everybody I know that had a camera was filming skate videos. But then they were trying to find a band that would allow them to use the song as opposed to trying to find skaters that would allow them to use the skate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because it's kind of flipped like that a little bit.
Hey, can we use your skate, sir?
Yeah, we'd like your skate.
Good
day, sir.
Skate.
Good day, sir.
Bless me with your
skate. Can we use it? Please, let us use it. All right, so the second single you're going to be listening to is called Outsider, and this is featuring DJ Capone, who I don't know anything about DJ Capone, but from the footage used in this video, seems that he's got some pretty big crowds at his shows. And then the rest of the music video does seem like a combination of older studio footage mixed with kind of recording at home over quarantine and everything like that. This really kicks up the nu metal notch a lot. If you like what you were hearing, again, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and you can find the self-titled debut album, Wasted History, on all streaming platforms, available for your listening pleasure. So let's just keep the fucking train rolling and jump right in to Outsider.
Yep.
Featuring DJ Capone. Enjoy. Guys, again, there you have it. If you enjoyed what you heard, go check out Wasted History at wasted_history on Instagram. You can find them on all streaming platforms. What we got going on?
Well, first we have Mike Demmer saying drum kit sounds awesome, and it does it for him.
Hell yeah,
which is
fuck
awesome.
Yeah.
And I just logged into the email, which I have access to the KM setup, and apparently we have a new text message.
Oh, we do. I saw something come through, but I wasn't able to read it. So what do we got in there?
It says, I'm going to use Hot Waldorf as an alias.
Hot Waldorf? Does it say who it's from at all? No,
it does not.
It doesn't.
And then a lot of CKY in there too, and the guitar tone is a $3 bill, y'all.
Fuck yeah!
That is true. Limp Bizkit, dude.
Yeah, the intro was totally Limp Bizkit.
I know who it is. That's a Mr. Steve-O right there. That is Mr. Steve-O. So if you hear anybody that says his name is Hot Waldorf, Don't believe him. It's not Steve-O. Oh, fuck. Yeah, hell yeah. Wonderful. All right, again, guys, Wasted History. Go check out the whole album. The album itself is fucking phenomenal. It is just a really fun ride all the way through. And for a debut album, first of all, for a debut album to be 15 songs, they've been putting in the work, and you can hear it in those two, and you can see it in the videos. These guys are bringing it. I love it. They deserve all of the attention and credit, so play it for your friends.
We might seem like we're a bit biased on this channel, but I have loved every single thing that we've played and found from Australia.
Now, Australia specifically. Now, what I did is, as I said earlier, I just signed up for Apple Music, just jumped into that. And again, it's free for 3 months if you want to do that. I went on and I decided that my Spotify was already all of my classics. It's all the things I've listened to for years. I've always used Spotify. But jumping in and knowing that Our Music was on there, I wanted to be able to, access it and hear it and see how it all played through as an album on that platform. Because I don't pay for Spotify. I just have a Spotify account.
Right.
But the Apple Music, I signed up for it, and I decided that I was going to make my Apple Music catalog only bands that we have featured on this show. Right. So all of the music is not the songs specifically that we played, but the bands that we have played, and I put it on shuffle, and it is a weird fucking mixture, guys. It goes from Trey Tuck to Chesty Malone and the Slice 'Em Ups, to King Solomon Hicks, to DeAndre Malik, to fucking Kalima and the Garland of Arms, to Sweet Nest, to fucking Romper Sod, and it's just the weirdest ride to Brunch. Throw in a Christmas song in the middle of there, which was really fun to hear, like, Protest the Santa come up after, like, some brutal Slice 'Em Up single, just like, rah, rah, and she's just going brutal on it, and then it's just us doing Protest the Santa right after. But it's really fun, and I'm enjoying that mixture.
Yes.
And we have another song tonight that we are adding to that mixture. We are doing... this is technically... what song off this album? Because there's the intro. It's the sixth song off of this album.
Two interludes.
And going to be a third at some point. Yes. Now, Zach, could you catch everybody up on where we are in the story and what the story that we're telling tonight is all about in the religion that we are creating that is a background to old trash, which was a background to rubbish? We just keep giving you more background on these characters.
We came up with, and I know that's, out of, it's your creation and everything, but me and Kyle were talking about it when you went to take a piss at the one point, and we're like, or Kyle was like, we can even have just an album talking about the time period of what happens to the serpents in this song.
In the interlude between the last song and this song. There could be a whole album there. There could be a whole album right in that. So what is going on? Where did we leave ourselves last week? Where are we picking up, and where are we heading in this?
SaVae crossed the desert, defeated the interloper, met the serpents, met the great serpent, asked for help, and then
crashed, basically.
And basically was just so tired from his ordeal of having to cross the vast desert that the great serpent told him, I think you should take a nap. And he takes a nap, and this is where we find him waking up from what he perceives to be a night of rest.
Yeah, he just had a nice little sleep.
But I'll give a spoiler. What we will find out is millennia upon millennia
has passed
of sleep.
And now SaVae is on this journey to save his land of Arkanar, the city Kanar that he is from. He is trying to save it because it is a crumbling, it is being destroyed in and of itself. And he is trying to find anything that he can to save his people. Right. And he takes the words of the wise man that he has been educated by, and they say, and the wise man says to go to the elder serpent, to go there and to get help.
Right.
And that they will find a way. And the wise man is a soothsayer. He can see things, so he kind of knows what he's setting the guy up for.
But but I feel like Harkness, the seer, also he doesn't realize that this is the trade-off.
The trade-off. So
no one does.
So he wakes up, and the serpents are. The whole city is seemingly abandoned. He hears a sound coming from the edge of the city. He goes there, and it is the elder serpent being laid to rest. He has passed on, and then he takes what he is given from the serpents. They pack him a bag, basically.
Yeah.
And they send him off, but they give him a warning that things aren't going to be the way you thought they were. Right. So he turns and he goes back on the route that he had already been on, coming to Serpent City to go through the vast desert. And when he gets there, it's a lush green forest. So he knows something is amiss, something is wrong, something is different.
Right.
And again, with the spoiler that you've already thrown out there, time has passed. So the city that he was in is still there, but it is now, instead of being on the side of a desert, it is on the side of a lush forest, because there's been enough time, millennia has passed, for a desert to rise again. And this is hopefully...
Well, it's an abandoned city as well.
It's an abandoned city.
Nobody is there.
Yeah. Well, just because they're at a funeral, really. They're abandoned because they went to a funeral. But they, so he goes out and he starts his journey to return home, but he still does not know what is all going on. He still doesn't know. So that is the story that we were dealing with on this.
And, crossing the desert was simpler for him. Yeah. Now, crossing the forest, there are many more places to get lost.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Sure. And it's if you've ever been in a forest and not knowing where you're going, and you stop and look down, and then you look back up and you go, what way was I going? All the trees look the same. Everything looks like similar. Yep. You're just going to get lost. You're going to work in circles, and you can use the sun, you can use the stars, you can do whatever, but you're going to get lost. You're going to get lost. And that's where we're going to leave him in the story, that he is lost in what was a vast desert and is now a lush green forest. Now, as far as the musical influence aspect of this, Zach, we've been kind of pulling from the shoegaze feel on certain elements, but where else did you pull from on this specific effort?
Oh, what did I say I was listening to?
I forget.
Built to Spill?
Oh, yeah, you were listening to Built to Spill. Yeah,
Built to Spill this week. And also just... I'm always listening to extreme metal.
Yep.
Right.
And trying to do the shoegaze thing through the eyes of more extreme metal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Built to Spill. If you know Built to Spill, you'll hear the part.
You'll hear it.
You're like, oh yeah.
There it is.
I know what you're
there it is.
Do.
Now, Justin, as far as the drumming side of things, this is a fun one. This was definitely fun. Yeah. Again, we started way earlier than we usually do. This is about a 6.5 hour song, right? This is a 6.5 hour song or so.
Well, no, it's 9 minutes song.
It's a 9-minute song. Which took 6.5 hours to write, record, mix, and master. How was the drumming for you on this one?
It was fun. I think at one point I said this is a lo-fi hip-hop beat. Like there's a lo-fi feel
Definitely.
through the sleep part. And then, there was just a lot of different elements. I got way more comfortable using brushes, so I wanted to really get in with that. And even Zach said, like, the way brushes sound on toms has a specific tone.
What did I say? It's like slapping a seal.
Yeah, like
slapping a seal. And then we started talking about dildos on our foreheads. Yeah. Just going like this with a bunch of warcocks on your head. Eventually. We'll get to the warcocks.
But I mean, then we get into some heavier stuff and go back to traditional six and stuff like that. But it was definitely a fun. It's a fun driving song.
Yeah. And it's a slow build. I'll say that it is a slow build. It is 9 minutes. We've not done a song this long, and I feel like a very long time.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't remember the last time we broke 7 minutes, 8 minutes on a song.
I had this planned when I planned out this EP.
This was the long song.
Yeah, this was the long song.
I mean, you even said, like, hey, if we're getting weather, this is going to be a long song. I don't know if we're going to be able to
like, if you got stuck at work until even 5 o'clock today, there was no way that we were going to be able to pull off this song tonight. Yeah. So, luckily, the weather worked in our favor, and we were able to break this down for you. I don't want to waste too much more time talking about it.
I do want to mention, though, that we spent a lot of time on vocals tonight.
We did.
The vocals, we did a lot of vocal work on this, and a lot more of, like, me throwing something out there, stopping, turning to you, and you going, all right, try this a little different. A lot of...
I mean, you handed me, you're like, what should I do at one point? And I was like, oh, do it like, just repeat this twice.
Yeah. And I think those are probably the catchier parts, like towards the end of the song where we get kind of the screams start coming in. I try to do as Zach puts it, to put it into my words so I understand what he's saying. He goes, kind of do a Taking Back Sunday thing here where it's singy and then kind of screamy. But definitely way more ballsy and more.
You're screaming probably early in this because even through the chill part, we have an operatic buildup. It's like we need this fullness of sound.
But we did take a good hour and a half on vocals on this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we all do vocals.
Including we all do clean vocals and we all do heavy vocals.
Yep. And that's one of the first times, I think, if not the first time, we've all done heavy and clean on the same song.
Yeah.
So what is the official name? Is this called Sleep/Forest?
Yes.
Is that the name of the song? So this is Sleep/Forest, the 6th song off of our album SaVae. You guys are in for a treat tonight. Again, just around 9 minutes, right? Right around
8:30, I think it is.
8:30. All right, so let's jump right into it.
8:40.
8:40. All right, guys, we'll see you in just about 9 minutes. Here is Sleep/Forest. Enjoy.
Yeah.
It is a new day. Arise, SaVae. Arise, SaVae. Arise, SaVae. From the chamber, from whence he slept, SaVae slowly steps into the streets. No servant seen, a noise at the edge of the city. There he finds the snake surprised. They show what has transpired. The elder one, his time now gone. All changes under the sun. Bury him low. Soon SaVae must go. The young king knows with the serpent's hope. Arcanar is home. Canar will regrow. the forest green. What else to be seen? The forest green, the forest green. What else to be seen? The forest green, the forest green. What else to be seen? The forest green, the forest green. What else to be Alrighty, guys, there you have it again. Sleep/Forest, the sixth song.
Thank you very much, Mikey.
Oh, Mikey, big ups to Mikey.
Fucking awesome.
Hell yeah,
Thank you,
fucking
man.
love it, love it. Glad you're loving it.
I really enjoyed that song.
I'm really this album is unfolding slowly with all the weather and everything and all the holdups. It is slowly unfolding, and this is going to be. I'm gonna say it's in our top 10 albums. I'm gonna say this is definitely in our top 10, top 3 about this topic as well.
Yes,
definitely it's up there with Rubbish or Rush if you're in a rush. But yeah, really excited for what's to come. Do you want to give a little teaser at all for anything that's to come, or music stylings or anything like that?
Well, we got another big battle coming up against the Interloper again.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta re-meet that Interloper, but it has changed like everything else in the millennia or so
and then
since
we
he
have,
last crossed.
2 more tracks, and then the last track wraps it up. It's not happy.
We're creating a religion here, and religions are not happy. We're just gonna say that religions are not happy, and we are creating one here. I don't know, is there anything else either of you want to say about this song or about what we've been doing so far before we wrap things up here?
I don't know. Just like every week I look forward to doing this, but I think we're finally hitting our stride as far as like all coming up like at one point vocals didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So now after doing and stepping up and you know, just putting it down like growls or whatever.
Yeah.
And figuring out my tone and where it fits in with you guys.
Yeah.
And not only that, but hearing parts, like there's times where you'll start playing a synth and then change it, but that original melody will hold with me.
Yeah.
So like when you go to do vocals, there was even parts, you know, where it's like, fuck, like even when I get in a stump and drumming, you know what I mean? Like when we're up there and you hear something and you continually keep doing the same thing, and you're like, I can't fucking, like, I don't know what else to do. And then somebody else is like, yo, what about this? You know, like hearing the different tones and being able to understand that and all contributing in a sense of like, why don't you try this? Or there was one point tonight where you deleted fucking shit because Zach heard
Zach was like, yeah, that didn't sound right at all. So I was like, all right. So I deleted a bunch of lyrics and then started rewriting based on what he was suggesting. And he went, I don't know, maybe you did it right the first time.
Then we listened to the take,
and then
we
listened
like,
to
oh,
it.
I didn't even listen.
I didn't really listen to it all the way through. Zach just likes to get me riled up while I'm writing stuff. He likes to get that energy. He's Papa Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm always riled up, but you get me riled up.
I don't know. I just keep looking forward to more, and
Hell yeah.
You know, I've taken more strides to sit down and take more time to practice behind the kit and do different things.
Hell yeah.
Continue to do that. So I'm just looking forward to more.
I'm stoked to see what's coming next. Again, there's one more interlude, if you will, and then we're going to be doing two more. Now, are we planning on doing the interloper interlude as its own episode or as in an addendum to next week's song if weather holds out? Or
I mean, I'll have time tomorrow to do something too.
To do it not on
Tuesday.
Show. Yeah. And then next Tuesday do the last track.
All right, sweet. Hell yeah. Well, you guys have a lot to look forward to. I want to say big thank you to everybody that's listening at home live. Always the way to listen. And if you're listening in the future, I mean, good on you and everything, but listen to it live.
Yeah,
listen to it live
come
if
hang
you
out
can.
And talk to us.
We understand schedules don't always work out for everybody there. Want to give a big shout out once again to Wasted History. Go check them out at wasted_history on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. And again, their self-titled 15-track debut album is available wherever you download and stream music. So go find them. Big ups to those guys. Big ups to Melbourne. Big ups to Melbourne. Fucking love Australia. One day we'll be there. One day we'll see y'all. And we'll have a great time. Also, a big shout out to our friendly podcast, But What Do We Know, who we do the theme songs for.
Yep.
And then go check out Sean and Dave Make Music, and also Not Movies, which...
It still sounds like it's one show.
Yeah, I try to separate it as much as
Sean
possible.
and Dave Make Music, and
Not
also
movies.
Not Movies.
Yeah, it's a whole big time. They should do a mashup of their own shows.
Yes.
That'd be fun for them. But go check those guys
where
out.
they just make the soundtrack to the fake movie that they filmed.
Oh my god, that's a great
There you
idea.
go.
That's a great idea. We should throw that idea at them. But they're definitely listening, so they'll definitely hear this.
Yeah.
Go check out our other Moot.tv shows. You can check out Let Me Ask You a Question, dropping every Monday alongside us on the Moot Monday Drop. You can check out past episodes of White Wasabi and the Derek D Does It. A big shout out to Eric EJ5000, our super producer. Oops, sorry, the peanut butter's coming up right now.
Now I'm getting more peanut butter in the
I am.
burps.
In the burps, I'm getting more peanut butter.
Yep.
It's more of an aftertaste, and that's after drinking not even the whole thing of peanut butter, but all of the raspberry and another Heineken and that Four Loko stuff in there too. Peanut butter. You might get extra points on the burps. But yeah, go big ups to the Moot.tv guys, Gregaman, Eric EJ5000, and Anthony DeAngelis.
Yes.
Their latest episode, they talk about nostalgia. So if you like nostalgia and talking about the 80s and the 90s, go check that episode out. We will be back next week, weather permitting, with an all-new live episode of Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Justin Olimpedo for making sure everything gets put out here today.
You're welcome,
and
man. It was a good day. We got to hang out for a while.
Yeah,
and,
it was a fucking good one.
Yeah, it was a nice day.
Yeah, we had some
good.
Five Guys, burgers, and fries. It was a solid lunch, but I'm almost already hungry 12 hours later. And then, as always, huge thank you to Mr. Zachary
Warcock!
Stormin. More on that later.
Maybe that'll be the next EP for this
Warcock. Kyle Mocha or Brunch and Kyle Mocha are Warcocks by Brunch and Kyle Mocha. That's what we're going to go with next. All right, guys. Again, go check us out on Spotify, on iTunes, on everything else where you can stream music. You can find all of our albums and our EPs. And then all the Lucy's, the singles, they'll be dropping shortly as well.
Also, we'll there's technically going to be 2 channels for YouTube. So
there's going to be one with the
music
just
will
the
be
music.
releasing for here and there.
Yeah.
Also, there's probably a couple projects that we'll be releasing here, but also have other YouTube pages and
definitely
other things that we have coming up.
We're all about the collaboration.
Thanks, Mikey. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Thank you very much, Mikey,
if you're at
and
Floods,
everybody
tell
else
everybody
in the chat.
we say hello.
Yes, say hi to Floods for us. And for Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up, I'm your host, Kyle Mocha. We will see you next week. But as always, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck the fans. And Jeff
Buckley.
Foxworthy this week. I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. Jeff Buckley. See you guys.
Fuck.
Mood.tv.
There's nothing more egomaniacal than singing the theme music for your own show. Who am I? Kelsey Grammer. If I could only drink like him, we're gonna write a new one every week. Some will be solid, some will be weak. We're gonna write a new one every week. Some will be solid, some will be total experimental pieces of shit. We're not over yet. Now we are.